let's say you have debt and credit. Let's say you owe somebody $10. Let's say you have $10. Owe somebody 10, but you have 10. While the debt is not equal to 0, and we say not equal to by putting an exclamation point and an equal sign, right? So while debt is not equal to 0, what is that essentially saying?
He doesn't have any debt.
Yeah, while you don't have debt, or while you still have debt, right? This is not equal to 0. So this is saying while you still have debt, add some credit to that debt, and in order to add credit to debt, you have to subtract the credit. This is why it becomes really messy when you have to pay for a credit card with another credit card, which you do that through a balance transfer, right? So that's why banks do that for you, because to do it by yourself would be very confusing. Feed the debt so that it's no longer debt. Take away from your credit to feed the debt. And now we're going to print debt plus, and look what we did with debt. We put a space after the colon. Debt, colon, space. Plus string debt plus credit plus string credit. What will this run? You owe a friend $10. You have $10. While you still owe your friend, give your friend $1 from your pocket. Line 5 is really from your pocket, right? Keep giving your friend $1 from your pocket until you don't owe your friend anymore. So now let's see how this runs. Debt 0, credit 0. If you wanted to see the progress, we see the final result, right? What if we wanted to see a progress? What would we do if we wanted to see the progress? Yeah.
We would put the print statement in the line.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We have our bank transfers, right? Okay, I gave my friend $1. I owe him 9. Now I gave my friend another $1. I owe him 8. I have $8, so that's great. I'll give my friend another $1 to pay. So that I have 7 left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't owe my friend anything anymore. And then it stopped. If we did something like negative 10,000, whoa! So we can see how fast Python calculates as well. That's pretty cool. And that's actually, did I put 10,000 there?
Yeah.
It's never going to be 10,000.
It's 9.
It's going to be a 10,000 in a while, right?
You just put minus 10,000.
No, I put minus 10,000. That's why it's never going to stop. All right, I just interrupted it. If I put positive 10,000, that's more.
How can we interrupt?
Oh, to interrupt, press Control, and while holding Control, press C. That cancels the terminal, and yeah, that's helpful if you had negative 10,000, it would never stop, right? So Control C if you're ever in that position.
Could have happened at homework.
Actually, that was happening with my master's homework, and I was like, how do you stop it? And they're virtual machines, so you can restart the virtual machine, but it's faster to stop it like this. Okay. Let's do like a countdown, and we're doing this now, so this should be familiar. We'll define countdown string. We'll say start. We'll say out equals for output. For I in range, so for integer in range, start -1, -1. Out equals out plus string I. Okay, so think n equals n plus 1, like we were doing earlier, and then return out. It's a little more complicated, but let's take a look at it. We're defining a countdown. It's going to count down, right? Out equals, quote, nothing in it. For integer in range, start -1, -1. Out equals out plus integer. Return out. So if we were to print, I'll leave this here, if we were to print, it wants to go down a little bit. If we were to print count down string 9, we run it, it's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay? So it took 9, it put that as the start. We're counting down. Put 9 as the start. For I in range, 9, -1, -1. Out equals out plus string of the integer. Wonder, what if we put -2 here? 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. So this parameter is saying for every number, not just for odd numbers. It's saying don't skip, do every number. If you did 2, it would be every odd number. And let's put that back at 1. Let's see what this parameter is doing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. Okay. And it's hard to scroll with this. Yeah, so instead of 0, it added a -1. So we need to end it. We start at 9. We don't end at -1, we end at 0, which just so happens to be this parameter's way of saying end at 0. This parameter is for all numbers, not just odd numbers. It's a bit trickier, but this is, yeah.
What does range do?
What does range do? So range takes start, which we put 9, that's the start. And that's a good question. Range in this one says anywhere from, or what do you guys think? It's from 9, right? What happened if we were to put 0 here?
It processes the count.
Yeah.
And then
It takes the range of 9, so from 9 all the way until 0, but not including 0. So now we do 1. The reason why we put -1 there is because then it prints, it returns all numbers from 9, which is the start, until -1, but not including -1. So it ends at 0. And then this extra parameter, you can use it in the range class. You can use this extra parameter to say every number, not every other. So it probably doesn't even need to be there. Oh, actually it does. So. Not sure why. right? For this example, why does -1 need to be there? That can be another extra credit, okay? Line 3. Okay. And so now we can define, let's do one more. Let's define average score, test scores. Total equals 0. Or number in test scores. Let's say we're grading test scores. Total equals total plus number. Average equals total divided by the length of the test scores. Just like we were using length for the Hello World example. Right? Length is how many there are. How do you get the average? It's all of them divided by length, and then return average. So let's see. We have to print, right? So let's say the test scores are 100, 100, 100, 100, and 90. Now we print average score, test scores. Okay. 98. So in your emails now, you should see a homework assignment, and the instructions, since we didn't go over it, they will be in the homework assignment. Okay? So I just sent you a .py file now, and it'll be in the instructions. The comments are in there. So the homework, that's not the completed homework. The .py file is the homework assignment for this week, in addition to Runestone, right? But the .py file has the instructions and the comments, okay? And we can even take a look at homework.py. There will be fears, there will be a list of fears. This is lions and tigers and bears. So this is the homework from the Wizard of Oz. Okay? So you'll have to edit some lines, and the instructions will be right in the line of code there. Okay? There's some extra credit in there as well, so plenty of extra credit for this class.